What's up, Solow Sportsters? We're here with another new racket, ready for the red carpet, the Yonex V Core 100 V8 2025. Whatever you want to call it, we're excited to get it on the court right now. For this play test, we decided to use Yonex Polytour Rev in this fun orange color. We strung it at 53 pounds. It's a shaped polyester to add to the spin machine that is the V Core. We didn't go too high to get a little bit of dwell time and extra spin, and we think it's going to play great as a nice match for this frame.
New for 2026 is the Yonex V Core 100 Generation 8. This racket, as you can tell by the name, has a head size of 100 square inches and an unstrung weight of 300 grams equaling 10.6 ounces. The swing weight is 322, putting the balance at the 13-inch mark, making it 4 points head light on this standard length 27-inch frame with a variable beam of 25.3 by 25.3 by 22 millimeters. The stiffness RA is right in the middle at 65, and the string pattern is an open 16 main 19 crosses. The stock grip is your standard Yonex synthetic grip, and the new colorway is a beautiful ruby red as a dark red wine.
Less is more when it comes to the cosmetic in the new V Core lineup. It's a simple red. It looks a bit like a red wine, something a bit darker than the V Core Heritage. And it was leaked by Tommy Paul accidentally, but we're excited to see it now in our hands and on the shelves. So get ready for this new cosmetic. From the baseline, I enjoyed extra spin and consistency from this racket. There are so many rackets out there for spin and so many ways to do it, but I like the way Yonex does it. And first is by typically a racket will flex in the middle and kind of cup, but this one has a higher launch angle, a higher flex, so that you're getting a better launch angle on the shot, a dipping shot, much more arc. And then secondly is a bit of frame geometry similar to the Arrows and other rackets that you have on the market. This one is a little bit thicker and thinner at the top. It has different shapes and different geometry to help it pierce through the air and get you those extra racket head speed miles per hour to give you the spin, to give you the arc.
This is the first racket to be launched in 2026 and has quite possibly the highest anticipation. It's almost impossible to do a review of any Yonex frame without explaining their production shortfalls as of the last year. Is it low supply or high demand? Possibly it's both. Yonex rackets were so hard to come by in 2025 that the brand completely halted production of 2 of their 3 racket lines entirely. Meaning they have 3 racket families to choose from: the E-Zone in blue, the Percept in mint green, and the V Core in red. The brand had no chance of keeping up with the orders, forcing Yonex to stop making any green Percepts or red V Cores and having max factory capacity 100% for the blue E-Zones, which, spoiler alert, Yonex still did not keep up with the demand in any way. Now in 2026, their efforts will nearly be 100% for the launch of this V Core series, where I anticipate it will still not be enough, and this great racket will sell out super fast. Tell us what you think. Should Yonex consider adding their high-quality Japanese factories to more production? Should we all buy this racket sight unseen before it's sold out? Should they skip the line completely and concentrate back on the E-Zone models? No matter what happens, I'm confident Yonex rackets will be nearly impossible to get and keep their high price tag for much longer until supply and demand levels back out.
From the net, it wasn't the easiest racket to volley with, but I don't think the customer or the player for this racket is spending much time on the front court. They're probably at the baseline and deep behind. So it doesn't hold you back. It's not necessarily limiting, but it's not the most comfortable at-home racket when you're up close to the net. So keep it as you're grinding back of the court, heavy consistency play. But if you need to finish off that point with an easy volley, it's still there when you need it.
Great scores in this Solow Sports graded review for the Yonex V Core 100 2026. Yonex is calling it the spin operator, and this racket is living up to that name as it's oozing spin and power. The ideal player are adults rated 3.0 to 5.0 who want maximum spin in the form of high arcing shots. Two-handed backhands are preferred to one-handers, and semi-western or more extreme grips would reap the most benefit from this frame. Additionally, the back of the court is where you'll see the full potential versus the net. Similar rackets include the Babolat Pure Aero, Head Extreme MP, Technofiber TF X1 300, Solinco Blackout 300, and various others are spin generation in a standard weight, as this is the most popular demographic of rackets in the market today. Having said that, this particular racket brings great feel, maneuverability, and a bit more versatility, making it our top choice of the bunch, as the others are much more one-dimensional. If you are lucky enough to get one, be sure to rub it into your opponent's face with your new racket, as well as the likely winning match scores.
Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, we wanted to remind you, as always, that you can get this racket and all rackets at the best prices, expertly strung, shipped direct to you at solowsports.com. Here are some more videos.